Once upon a time, in a tiny village nestled between rolling hills, there lived a poor farmer named Thomas. Thomas wasn't like the other farmers. Instead of using big, fancy machines, he worked day after day with just his hands and a small spade. He had a little patch of land with soil as hard as a week-old loaf of bread. Every morning, while the village was still waking up, Thomas would put on his worn-out boots and head to his field. The other villagers would chuckle as they walked by, shaking their heads and muttering things about his tiny crops and his outdated ways. "Why don't you give up, Thomas?" they would say, smirking. Thomas would just smile and wave back. "Oh, just wait," he would reply, his eyes glinting with hope and determination. Years passed, and seasons changed, bringing in icy winters and scorching summers. Thomas continued to nurture his land, whispering to the plants secretly, giving them what they needed until one day, something miraculous began to unfold. One crisp morning, the villagers woke up to an unusual sight. The leaves in Thomas's field were lush and green, and above them burst crops as big and bright as a king's feast. Corn stalks reached for the sky like golden towers, tomatoes plumped lazily on their vines, and potatoes grew as big as the villagers' fists. Dozens of people flocked to Thomas's field, their jaws dropping in awe and admiration as they witnessed the magic of his harvest. Word spread through the village quicker than a rabbit scampering through the fields. The once humble and mocked farmer soon became the hero of the town. His dedication, patience, and hard work turned him into the richest man in the village. But Thomas wasn't interested in the riches as much as he loved the land he grew. He shared his harvest with everyone, neighbors, friends, and even strangers passing through. And the villagers learned a valuable lesson that day. Hard work never goes to waste. Thomas, with his humble patch of land and incredible devotion, had turned a simple field into a paradise. And though people had laughed at him, he had the last smile. After all, as the old saying goes, "Menet ka fal," always a sweet reward.